welcome back to my channel. It's your girl ezinnemwilliams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay, guys. So Shaun has finally deleted his Twitter account. Yes, this is coming from the heavy backlash that he faced last night after putting out the most ridiculous quote that he had put out ever since he came out of the Bbnaija house. Now, for those of you who are not in the know, so 2 days ago, Wanni, Handy, Tofa, and Ozzy had been hanging out together. First, it was just Wanni, Handy, and Tofa. Then they joined Ozzy at his club, and these videos came out, right? And a lot of fans had a lot to say about it. Then this particular fan came out and tweeted this and talking about how the double standards, about how if it was just Shaun and Onyeka hanging out the way Wanni and Tofa had been hanging out, a lot of people will have a lot of things to say about it. Meanwhile, they are quite, silent when it comes to Tofa and Wanni's friendship. Now, Shaun thought it was a good idea to quote that tweet. And he quoted it and said, double standards, but that's life, so it's okay. Now, this opened up an avalanche of drags. A lot of people were just dragging Shaun. I did drag him in that video and we're like, why on earth would you put this out? Why on earth would you actually put out or quote a tweet of a fan that obviously do not like your girlfriend? Now, after how many hours, he decided to come out with this tweet where he said, always confuse your enemies. Everyone is good in real life, sha. My actions speak louder than words. Now, P.S. do not use this as an opportunity to drag Wanni or Tofa. I will block you. Now, here's something that's interesting. The first tweet he put out did not have the Wanni and Tofa part. This is actually the first tweet before he edited it and added, do not drag, do not use this as an opportunity to drag Wanni or Tofa. I will block you. Well, nobody was actually dragging Wanni and Tofa, or majority of the people were not dragging Wanni and Tofa. They were actually dragging Shaun because they could not believe, they could not comprehend why Shaun would actually do that. Because me too, when I did the first video I did last night, I was like, why the hell? And there was a lot of drags on Shaun and he was trending on Twitter, and boy, he did what Shaun would do, recorded himself deleting his Twitter account, and he posted it on Snap. Whoa. What do I think about all of this? I will still stand on what I said last night. Shaun is such a baby boy. No, a man child. Because why on earth would you, first of all, post that first thing? What got into your head that you thought, okay, it's going to be a nice thing if I quote, this tweet? And mind you, Shaun had already put out something that was very shady, this on his Snap the same day, that was yesterday, that made a lot of his fans drag Wanni, right? Because they've already seen Wanni having so much fun with Handy and of course with Tofa and Ozzy, and now they're using it, or they use this as an opportunity to drag Wanni. And now, adding fuel to the fire, he went on to quote this with that ridiculous thing. Now, he quoted this around 7 p.m. and he waited. Look at the hours with which he waited, or the time that was, between the time he said, oh, do not drag Tofa and Wanni. And that was not even his first thought. His first thought was to say, oh, they're actually good in real life. Then he remembered, oh, I should add the part, okay, where they should not drag Wanni and Tofa. That would make us look good and make them not drag me. But they did not, drag Wanni and Tofa. They were actually dragging him. I guess everybody was just tired of his antics and everything. Now, if this is just the only time that Shaun has come out to do something like this, I probably would have overlooked it. But the fact that I've seen him constantly, he'll come out, he'll put out some things, to make people put out their think pieces, and everything would always land on his so-called girlfriend's head, Wanni. And Wanni is such a person that does not even come on Twitter to rant or do any of those things. So I'm wondering, what is Shaun's end game? And the thing here is he's always setting not just Wanni or Onyeka. You see those two? He's always trying to use them to score some very cheap points, and I do not understand why. Now, Tofa is your guy. You've said Tofa is your guy. Your guy is hanging out with your supposed girl, and then you are putting this out. What are you trying to let us know? That you are jealous, that you, because you were not part of the hangout? So I mean, what was that? And I know a lot of his fans were like, oh, you guys do not understand that what Shaun was trying to say was, oh, the double standard of fans. I'm like, fans are always hypocritical. Well, in what world are fans not hypocritical? When it comes to football, music, movies, they are always hypocritical. What they will forgive their faith for, they will not forgive another person that they think is like a rival for. So it's a normal thing. Let fan bands be between fan bands. I've said this before. I don't understand this particular set of housemates that always put themselves in discussions or discourse that's all about or between or supposed to be between fans. So now he has deleted his Twitter account. I don't even know why he did that. I don't even know. I mean, making himself a martyr or whatever it is. Boy, check yourself. Next time you want to put out whatever that's in your head, make it about you. Don't try to be clout chasing with those girls. And when I talk about those girls, I'm talking about Wanni and Onyeka. And Tofa is your guy. I mean, Tofa is your guy. That's how the other day he one of his I don't think it's his fan, but one person tweeted something and said, oh, Onyeka and Wanni are actually the deserving winners of the season. And he reposted it. He reposted it. I'm like, guy, I thought you and Kelly Ray just hugged it out the other night. And this is what you're doing. Nah, his behavior is messed up. Like, the way I'm looking at it, this boy might just switch up on his people, in quotes, at the reunion just so he could get some clout for himself, because the way he's been moving is quite somehow. So Shaun's fans, I mean, you guys, I mean, he's your boy, so do what you have to do for him, but I think you guys should also advise him to stop this kind of shitty behavior. It's not right. I beg, don't be putting people that you are supposedly or you supposedly care about under the bus. And I see a lot of people like, oh, I mean, it's Wanni's fault. If Wanni had not been hanging out with Tofa, like, shush, close your mouth. Go and warm a and chop. Why would she hang out with who she wants to hang out with? Because, I mean, to the best of my knowledge, Shaun has been hanging out with different people who you have been shipping him with, and that has not been a problem for you people. All of a sudden, oh, Wanni should not hang out with Tofa. I mean, Wanni and Tofa had a connection, and I'm not talking about romantic. They had a friendship connection in the house. I mean, if there was somebody that should have had an issue, it should have been Anita. And you don't even see the Anita's fans saying, oh, I mean, Anita is insecure or something like that. Even though some of the shippers, the Tonita shippers, some of them also had a lot to say yesterday or the night that video came out. But I mean, at the end of the day, you guys should stop projecting. Let these people be. And those of you, I even saw one in my comments saying that, oh, that is Wanni that's covering up for Handy because Handy and Tofa are having a thing. Why do people always like projecting? I do not understand it. If you're the kind of person that cannot have a man friend around you without getting all honey and all of that, keep it to yourself. Don't project it on those people. Anyway, Shaun has deleted his Twitter account. I hope we can all rest. Yes, he can rest, we can all rest. But let me know what you guys think about this whole situation that went down between yesterday or day before yesterday and this morning. Let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.